What happens when you play these horror games alone at night? There's something different about playing horror games after dark. The lights are off, the house is quiet, every creak sounds louder than it should. Even though you know it's just a game, your brain starts convincing you otherwise. Some horror games don't rely on monsters or jump scares. Instead, they slowly build tension until every footstep, every distant sound, and every shadow has you questioning what's real. Today, we're counting down 10 horror games that become a completely different experience when you play them alone at night. Before we begin, remember that these are games designed for entertainment. The reactions people experience, racing hearts, nervous laughter, or checking over their shoulder, are part of what makes horror games so unforgettable. Let's dim the lights and begin. Number 10. Slender, the 8 Pages. Few indie games became as legendary as Slender, the 8 Pages. The objective sounds simple. Collect 8 pages hidden throughout a dark forest. But every page you collect makes the game more intense. The soundtrack grows louder, static fills your screen, and somewhere behind you, something is always watching. Players often make the mistake of turning around too quickly, only to come face to face with the mysterious figure lurking in the darkness. When you're playing alone at night, every rustling tree starts feeling like a warning. Number 9. Outlast. Imagine waking up inside an abandoned psychiatric hospital with nothing but a video camera. No weapons, no way to fight back, only one option: run. Outlast changed horror gaming by making players completely vulnerable. The camera's night vision lets you see in total darkness, but every battery drains a little faster than you'd like. As your power runs low, so does your confidence. Every hallway becomes a gamble. Do you move forward or stay hidden? Number 8. Visage. Many players consider Visage one of the scariest psychological horror games ever created. The game takes place almost entirely inside a massive house. But this isn't an ordinary house. Rooms seem to change. Lights flicker unexpectedly. Doors refuse to stay where you left them. Instead of relying on non-stop action, the game slowly builds dread until you're afraid to open the next door. Playing alone makes every silence feel deafening. Number 7. Alien Isolation. You aren't hunting the alien is hunting you. Unlike many horror games, the creature learns your habits. Hide under a desk too often, it starts checking under desks. Run too much, it begins searching faster. The game's advanced enemy behavior means no two encounters feel the same. That unpredictability keeps players constantly on edge. Number 6. Madison. A haunted camera becomes your most important tool. Every photograph reveals something new. Sometimes a hidden clue. Sometimes something that wasn't there before. Madison blends puzzles with psychological horror, forcing players to interact with terrifying environments rather than simply avoiding them. Its realistic visuals make every hallway feel uncomfortably believable. Number 5. Layers of Fear. Artists often say inspiration can consume you. In Layers of Fear, that idea becomes terrifying. You explore a mansion that constantly changes around you. Doors disappear, rooms transform, paintings seem almost alive. Just when you think you've memorized the layout, everything changes again. The game constantly plays tricks on your expectations. Number 4. Phasmophobia. Ghost hunting becomes far more frightening when you're wearing headphones. Phasmophobia lets players investigate haunted locations using equipment inspired by paranormal investigations. The catch? The ghosts respond to your actions. Sometimes they respond to your voice. Playing solo means there's nobody else to double-check what you just heard. Was that a floorboard? Or footsteps? Number 3. Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Before modern survival horror exploded, Amnesia redefined fear. The game punishes players for staying in darkness too long. The longer you're surrounded by darkness, the more your character begins losing sanity. Objects appear to move. Your vision becomes distorted. The result is a psychological experience that makes players question everything they see. Even experienced horror fans admit this one still holds up today. Number 2. Silent Hill 2. Rather than relying on constant jump scares, Silent Hill 2 creates fear through atmosphere. Fog covers nearly everything. Radio static warns that danger may be nearby. The soundtrack mixes haunting melodies with industrial sounds that never let you relax. Every location feels abandoned, yet somehow occupied. Many players describe this game as emotionally unsettling rather than simply scary. Long after turning it off, its world stays with you. Number 1. PT. Despite being only a playable teaser, PT became one of the most influential horror experiences ever created. Players walk through the same hallway over and over. At first, nothing seems unusual. Then, subtle changes begin appearing. A door opens, a light flickers, a sound echoes somewhere behind you. The hallway becomes increasingly disturbing with every loop. Because the game reveals so little, players' imaginations fill in the gaps. Years after its removal, many still consider PT one of the scariest horror experiences ever made. So, which of these horror games would you be brave enough to play alone in the middle of the night? Did your favorite make the list? Or is there another terrifying title that deserves a spot in a future countdown? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another countdown covering the strangest mysteries, creepiest internet stories, and unforgettable horror experiences. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the scariest part of a horror game isn't what's on the screen. It's the feeling that something might be watching from just beyond it.